I found out that my daughter was in a car accident and dating someone older than me on the same day. It all happened on Tuesday, definitely one of the worst days of my entire life. My daughter is turning 21 next month. She was at university, business as usual, and had a 4-hour gap between classes. Her boyfriend's driver came to pick her up and take her to this man's office, after which they'd go and have lunch together. On the way to the office, their car got hit by another car in an intersection. The boyfriend was contacted first about the collision, after which he contacted me to let me know about the situation and at what hospital to go. This is also when he introduced himself for the first time to my wife and I, because prior to this, we had no idea he even existed. Our daughter has always been very private about her private life. We head to the hospital, a private one for which the boyfriend was covering the bills. Daughter is alright, the accident was mild, not too good but not too bad either. We found out his age, 46, for the record, I'm 45 and my wife is 43. We don't cause a scene or make it awkward as we don't want our daughter to be stressed. They apparently met 2 years ago and started dating last year. I honestly find the guy cocky. I'm uncomfortable with the fact that he's older than me. Nonetheless we had, and still have, to get along at the hospital for my daughter's sake. She gets discharged tomorrow. The boyfriend was able to take these days off easily to care for her since he's his own boss. My wife and I still have to work, so we mostly visit in the late afternoon and evening. These past couple of days have been extremely stressful. I've barely even slept at all. I'm also very worried about post-discharge, since we'll obviously have to talk about her relationship. Fun times, what can I say? I just want my daughter to be well. Update, hey. It's been a week since my post and quite a few people asked me to update, so here it is. Side note, when I wrote that post, emotions were running high for all people involved. Now I'm way more clear-headed. Friday, my daughter was discharged from the hospital, doing good physically. Mentally she's a bit shaken up, so at the doctor's recommendation and her boyfriend's encouragement she'll be seeing a psychologist weekly starting from Monday. She didn't return to her apartment upon discharge, choosing to go to her boyfriend's house instead, as she needs emotional support and he also has staff, which allows her to solely focus on her well-being during this recovery time. Even though it's not necessary, her boyfriend insisted on her starting physiotherapy, which she did this week. Saturday, my wife and I went out to lunch with our daughter and talked about her relationship. Key info, it's not a sugar baby and daddy relationship. She actually loves him and it's obvious that he also loves and cares about her. She didn't tell us about the relationship because she wanted to make sure it's serious and has long-term potential first. The first year they just got to know each other and became great friends. My daughter is only attracted to people with who she has a strong emotional connection with first. The first year of dating she wanted to see how it goes past the honeymoon phase. She was actually planning on introducing him to us on Easter, since she was planning to move in with us this summer. They have a lot in common: music, movies, hobbies, books, interests, etc. She told us that she's sorry we had to find out this way. She invited us to a barbecue at her boyfriend's house that evening. We went. I admit I judged the dude harshly when I called him cocky. He's well-mannered, doesn't drink or smoke, hard-working, good influence. Had a blast playing pool with him and we chatted a lot. He doesn't have a history of dating younger women. His wife died in 2019, 1 year older than him. And he was in the grief period until he met my daughter, and didn't date anyone until 2023. He apologized if he seemed rude in the hospital, but he was dead worried about my daughter the whole time. We ended up partying until very late, so we slept over in the guest room. All of us had breakfast together on Sunday morning. It was a good time. It was amazing seeing my daughter so happy. I could tell she couldn't wait to tell us about this man. She looked so relieved. This week, my wife and I joined our daughter and her boyfriend at the equestrian club on Tuesday. Got up on a horse for the first time. On Wednesday he invited me to go work out with him. I went. We're all having dinner tomorrow evening at our place. On Saturday I'm going fishing with him while the girls are having a day tomorrow out in the city. We're traveling together to his mountain house for 1st of May and Easter. So yeah, this is what has happened since the last post.